Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to talk about percent application. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and go through here, and we will get started. Okay, so this is on the classwork page. Okay, under Unit 3, percents. All right, so you need to follow along, and then we'll have about 4 questions for today's assignment. So percent application, okay? Percentages can be applied to many everyday situations, all right? And we see these a lot, okay? You must decode the various terms within the problem in order to understand how to solve it, okay? So it says discuss each of the terms, okay? Label each of the shopping bags below as an increase or decrease to the original amount. Okay, and we're going to get into more of this a little bit later, okay, but with some of this stuff, and we're going to see it, all right, we see it every day. So if there is a tax on something, is the tax going to increase or decrease the amount? Well, a tax is an added amount, so it will increase, okay? And I'm just going to write arrows up or down, okay? Up is increase, down is decrease, okay? Sale price. Well, if it's on sale, this is what this is talking about, sale price. So it's on sale. So what is the cost of it on sale? Well, that's a decrease, okay, because it's on sale. So if you went out into a store and you're wanting to buy a coat and it's $50, but it says sale price $45, well, that's a decrease, right? A decrease, all right? So the third one, amount off, well, it tells you, right? The amount off. So we're taking an amount off, so we are decreasing that as well. Okay. All right. Now the next one, if you all go out to eat to a restaurant where you actually sit down, not a McDonald's or a Wendy's or Burger King or Taco Bell. Okay, I'm talking about a place, Cattleman's in Mount Sterling, somewhere, a place that you actually sit down and have somebody wait on you. You might tip them, or your parents might tip them. Okay? So, with a tip, that is an increase in price because you're adding that tip to the bill. Okay? You're adding it to the bill, to your total amount. Okay? All right, next we have gratuity. Well, gratuity and tip, they're the same thing, okay? So if tip's an increase, your gratuity will be an increase as well, okay? Now, if you go out to eat, sometimes you will see on your bill, it'll have suggested gratuity, okay, or tip. On the end of that bill, it'll say what 10% of the bill is, what 15% is, maybe what 18% is of the bill. It'll have that amount, okay? All right, mark down. Well, we're marking down, right? Well, if we mark down, we're going to decrease this as well, okay? We're going to decrease it as well. Okay. And we need to understand what these are, okay? Because later on we're going to have to, well, do we add this amount or subtract this amount? All right. So make sure we take note of this in our math journal, in our notes, or if we have this printed out, make sure we're filling it out as I go. All right. So the key to solving percent problems in real life situations is understanding what information you are given okay, and what you are solving for. All right, so we need to understand what the problem is actually giving us, okay, and we need to understand what it's asking us to solve for. All right, so let's look at example 1, okay. Savannah works as a sales rep and receives $23.80 for every $140 she sells. What is her commission rate? All right, so the commission, all right, is how much she makes for every sale. So your $23.80 is your commission, okay? All right, sorry there, I had a call. Okay, so so your $23.80 is your commission, okay? And she sells, and that's if she sells $140, all right? So the information given, all right? So we know our commission, all right? And that is $23.80, all right? And this is our part, okay? All right, now we also know the total amount that she has to sell in order to get that 23. Okay, so total amount 140, and this is our whole. Okay, because she gets this much out of this much, so this will be our whole. This is our part. Okay. And it wants to know what is her rate of commission. Well, rate of commission so this rate of commission, okay, I'm gonna put a little slash there, all right, is also the percent of commission. We want to know what percent her commission is out of the whole, okay? Now, from last week, we can either use percent equation or percent proportion, okay? So let's set up, I believe most of y'all like the percent proportion, okay? So let's do the part over the whole. Remember, N, and I said this in the later videos, N is your percent, okay? I know it's kind of hard to read, but it's 2380 over 140, N over 100, okay? So if we cross multiply, okay, we should get 140N is equal to 2380. Okay. 140. Okay. Gives us a nice 17%. Okay? Because we'll divide those. N is equal to 2380 divided by 140, which is 17. Okay? All right, example 2. All right. The shoe department is offering a sale of 15% off all shoes. If Miss Jeffrey saved $12.30, how much were the shoes full price? Okay, so we know that under the information given, we know how much she saved. Okay, she saved $12.30, and I'm just going to write saved. All right, And if you save that amount out of the full price, okay, that's going to be your part. All right, then what else do we know? We know the percent, right? The percent of discount. Okay. And it asks, how much were the shoes full price? Well, so what are we solving for? Well, we're solving for the full price of the shoes. Okay, so again, we'll use the percent proportion, okay, to solve this, because like I said, I think most of you all, this is what you prefer. Now, if not, then let me know and I'll do another example. But so we know the part is $12.30. Okay, we don't know the full price, so we don't know the whole. Okay, let me write that in there. All right. So we know our percent, so that would be 15 over 100. Okay, we cross multiply. We'll get 15W, okay, is equal to, that's going to be 1,230. Okay, we'll divide by 15 each side. All right, so that just leaves us with W, which is the whole. 1230 divided by, so 82. Now, this means $82. Okay? $82. Okay, number 3. Diego and his 3 cousins went on a road trip. They decided to add the cost of their room hotels throughout the trip and then split it between themselves. Use the chart below to determine the cost of their hotels plus a 7% hotel tax. Okay, then determine how much each cousin owes. Okay, for this one, there's several steps that we need to take. Okay, so we first need to understand, all right, because it says use the chart to determine the cost of their hotels plus a 7% hotel tax. Then determine how much each cousin owes. Okay, so Diego and his 3 cousins, well, how many total are there? How many total people? Well, it's 3 cousins plus Diego, right? We're going to need this later in our calculations. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is we need to go down through here and we need to add up all their hotel costs, right? So plus, plus, plus. Okay? When I add all these up, I should get $256. Okay? So the first thing I need to do, what do I need to add? I need to plus a 7% hotel tax. Okay? So I'm going to take my 250. Okay, I want to know what 7% of the hotel tax is, so I have to multiply by 7%. And that's 0.07. Okay. And that's going to give me $17.92. Okay. So the tax on our hotel cost $17.92. Okay. Now, I need to take my 7% sales tax and do what with it? I need to add it. So my $256 plus the tax that I have to pay, right? Because up here, tax is an increase, so I'm increasing my total amount. And that gives me $273.92. Okay? This is what I need to use. Okay? So I just determined the cost of their hotel. Okay, of all their hotels. Okay, because I had to add that 7% sales tax, so, or hotel tax. Okay. Now that I did that, okay, here's my total amount. Okay, there's my total amount. Now how many people do I have to divide that by? Not just his 3 cousins, because it says how much is each cousin. Well, Diego's their cousin, so I should divide this by 4. Okay, there's 4 of them together. So when I take $273.92, divide that by 4, each cousin, okay, will have to pay $68.48. Okay. Now, your questions that you're going to get, and it'll be on your, well, there's actually 5, is the next page, okay? This is what your assignment will be based off of. Okay? So, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay? And we can discuss it. Okay? Tomorrow's assignment may be another percent application. Then we'll get into percent change and percent error on Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe a little. We might stretch it out. Okay, and then we'll try to get a test in the first week we come back from Christmas. Okay.